Great to see you, Bilal. How's it going?
Good. How are you, Mr. Brinker?
So it
It
seems like we've got a bit of a campaign coming up.
Campaign or campaign crackdown?
Oh!
This is Campaign Crackdown on Channel 3 News.
Before we start a debate on these new candidates in the new election coming up, I'd just like to talk about why exactly we took these jobs that we, fortunately for us, we just got. So I'm going to start with Mark. So what interested you in this?
Well, Mr. Ali, working with Channel 3 News for about 3-4 years.
Channel 3 News?
Yeah.
I've heard of them. They're good.
And Mr. Smith, the CEO,
Mr. Smith.
he contacted me and asked if I wanted to be a part of this incredible opportunity at Campaign Crackdown for the 2013 campaign, and I had to take him up on it. It was a great opportunity for me to build on my solid career and hopefully reach new heights from this show.
Well, that sounds good reason. I like it. How about you? How about you, Mr. Brinker?
Well, I come from a wealthy family, and I was well educated, and I knew I wanted to go in the broadcast. My dad was a broadcast journalist for 6 ABC Action News. You may have heard of it. And my mother edited the videos for him. So I decided I had to go into the field, and luckily I'm well educated. I had a little bit of work in the field. Sometimes I get a little nervous on camera, and I've already sweated through 2 shirts so far, but I'm just keeping it calm, keeping it cool, and this is what I love to do, and this is the job for me. I'm so glad I was able to join the Campaign Crackdown team. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, great. And I think I can relate to both of you guys on that. Realistically, though, I just want to deliver the news to the people. I think it's their right to know what's really going on in the political world rather than biased news and stuff like that. And also, like Mr. Brinker said, my grandpa, he was a anchorman for Channel 4 News. Not Channel 3 News, Channel 4 News.
You don't say.
Channel 4? I mean, the
Solid
good
network.
stuff. Yeah, very
Not as good
solid.
as Channel 6, but,
That's debatable. All right, we'll
They're
get back
a
to that later.
They're a network.
Channel 4 News. But, Channel 4. Okay, but let's get started. I don't want to get angry or anything. So, first candidate.
These candidates,
We got a good bunch this year. Oh my goodness.
a whole lot of them, 4 of them, 4 candidates.
Yeah.
One more than
President, I think they're running for.
1 less than 5. 4.
So, Mark, how about you talk about our first candidate, Dan Carroll?
Well, Dan Carroll is very, very well spoken. He's a solid political background. As his father is the mayor of Chester Heights, Pennsylvania.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Chester Heights,
I've
been there a couple of times.
Solid
Very
little town.
nice, yeah.
And
Good for him.
his father's done incredible work there. Instituted many programs to help the people of that community, and I think
Programs.
I think his son Dan is going to really gain some valuable experience from his father, and Dan has great political ideas, and I think he's going to be a very strong candidate in this race.
I agree with him too. I mean, I've seen Dan. I haven't talked to him personally yet. I haven't really got the chance to. But from looks of it, I think he's very has good public speaking skills. He can relate to everybody, and I don't know what his downfall is going to be this year. I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, the guy's got a strong political presence. I mean, you look at him and it's like watching a big, powerful bear. He's confident. He knows what he's talking about, and
Yes.
he's definitely going to be a strong candidate out there. That's all I have to say.
I couldn't have said that better than myself. It's great.
How about we move on to the next candidate because we don't have all day here.
No.
Yeah, sorry.
Let's move on to Catherine Hayes. What do we know about her?
Catherine Hayes is again comes from a solid political family. Her mother was in the Pennsylvania State Legislature for 15 years. Yeah.
Wow. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Lawmaking body.
Yes.
Lawmaking body.
Again, she's learned a lot from her mom. Catherine is she knows what she has to say and knows what she has to do. She has a very good political mind, and she's willing to get up there and challenge people who don't agree with her. And yet she does it in a respectful way. And
Absolutely.
I think she's going to do a good job in this election.
That's what it takes these days to be a successful politician. To fight what you believe in. You got to be able to have heart and drive. And honestly, if that's what she has, it's looking like a great race today.
Absolutely, and she's firm on her viewpoints. She knows what she believes in, and she stands by them. And That's good. That's a great quality to have as a candidate.
Great quality.
Absolutely. All right, now let's move on to our third
Yeah.
candidate,
Candidate number 3.
Troy Everly.
Troy.
What do we have to say about Troy, the T-man?
Yes, Trevor Everly.
There we go.
Yes, he is. Again, like I said, all 4 of the candidates in this race are very strong. Troy is a man of his word. He has, again, great ideas, great policies that he's put in place at the congressional level in Washington, D.C. He was a member of the House of Representatives for 24 years, and he really cracked down on some of the corruption in D.C. and he was able
I would
to
say.
It's heroic.
he was able to really make DC turn the corner and become a better place for politicians to go and for politicians to thrive. So I think Troy, again, is going to be another good candidate in this race.
Oh man, I do not disagree with you. I mean, I've also seen the guy speak, and he really has a way with his words. Honestly, I don't know. I think that the only thing I question about him, though, would be the chemistry he has with his team. I don't know about that, though. I haven't seen. He hasn't been around long enough for me to, speculate or have my own opinion on that. What do you think?
It's definitely going to come into factor, and chemistry is a big part for all these teams. If the people on the team don't mesh together, then we've got problems. He's not the type of person who's going to go out and say outlandish things. He's going to be conservative in what he says and what he says. About Troy, we could go on about him all day. How about we move on to the fourth and final candidate, Guru Ganesh. Mark, what do you have to say about him?
This guy.
Wow, he is one of the most interesting candidates in this race.
And before you start, I just he defines the word driven. He fights.
does, yes. He fights for what he wants. Man has incredible, extensive knowledge of so many different subjects, so many different people. He knows numbers, he knows years. And when it gets to debate time, it's going to be really helpful for him when he has to argue a point because he'll just think of it right off the top of his head.
Numbers and just
Yeah,
spit the facts at you.
Absolutely.
Man, it's going to be killer in these debates, And what do you think, Mr. Ricker?
Yeah, Shiv's got a powerful, sometimes intimidating presence, which could play a factor in the debates. I mean, and I've never seen the man lose an argument, even when it seems all facts are piled against him. He talks his way out of it. He's quick, he's smart, and he's intelligent, he's witty. I mean, he's everything you want in a candidate. He's got a good, powerful presence, and it's going to be interesting to see what he does.
Yeah, and if I had to predict a winner for this year's election, I would it'd be safe to bet on Shiv, Would you guys agree?
But, that's not our job here.
No,
we're a purely objective news.
And we're simply here just to analyze the political facts.
Mark, sit down.
Here's the moment, guys. I'm just really excited about this campaign.
Yeah, it's okay.
We're on video here. You can't just stand up.
Yeah.
There's a seat here for a reason.
I know, rookie mistake. First show.
It's okay. Let's just move on. Never
apologize.
happened. Didn't see it.
Yep.
All right. Well, obviously we have an interesting campaign ahead of us.
Oh,
We've
yeah,
got
definitely.
4
Absolutely.
very interesting candidates who have different strengths and weaknesses, and the weaknesses we haven't seen yet, but the strengths are very obvious so far, and
Absolutely.
it's going to be very interesting to see how it plays out. And this is Campaign Crackdown on Channel 3.
Channel 3 News, yeah.
Channel 3.
Channel 3,
Channel
because
3.
there are 3 of us.
Trace.
And
Not
that's
2,
all we have
not
for
4,
today.
but 3.
Channel 3 News.